Okay. Now, I don't know if Alan's in the waiting room or not. Okay. Let's see. I just want to be put in that window, and then you can go ahead and unmute me. Oh. Oh, well, let's see. I know. Yeah, well, participant wouldn't be. Okay. And am I centered in this? Okay, thank you very much. All right, thanks. Well, welcome to the Innervision FM show. Let me give Denny a good remark, who helped me set up the Zoom show tonight. Well, this is what we're up to tonight. We're going to be talking about I've only heard parts and pieces of and I don't think I would have sat through the whole 60-minute interview last night with Liz Cheney. I don't agree with her father and what he did when he started this war in Afghanistan. And what I understand is Afghanistan is not real because it's something that was created. The name Afghanistan were created by the United States of America, not caring about the tribes within that country. Just wanted to cut it up and say, okay, this is this, and then we propped it a government up there, and then we destroyed that government, and then we said, instead of the people that mostly did run into the World Trade Building and try to hit the Capitol with the airplane, instead of saying, the real people who did it, we say, okay, we're gonna know that most of them were over here, and they were probably friends of our prince this and prince that over there. We're gonna go over to Afghanistan, and we're gonna invoke a democracy over there that they may or may not want, but we're gonna give them a taste of freedom. And then, well, as you know, 20 years later, let's just say this installment had got 13 of our men killed, thousands of our other women have been killed throughout the 20 years. And this debacle that this Bandito Biden and Harris installment did, not only killed 13 of our soldiers, but killed hundreds of Afghanistans in that personal, I guess, bomb that he put on. And then they took advice from the Taliban to bomb this vehicle who was bringing water and relief that wasn't even involved with the self-bombing in that airport. And they said, well, let's just kill him, And so this failed administration blew up 3 adults and 7 children. And we shall not forget that. You can forgive, but you don't have to forget what this rancid politicians have done to innocent people. And it seems that America has done a lot of evil things to innocent people. 1960s, when they took black military men and withhold, and I didn't put this in my subject thing, withhold medical care to them because they wanted to see how people would react to syphilis. And yes, they did this to Black Americans. And so now they wonder why the hesitancy of their jab is so prevalent in the Black community. But what I wonder is, I have a recording of I have a recording, and like I said, I didn't plan this, so I'm gonna play this recording I have. Let me go ahead and find this recording. Let's see, where do I want to find this? I'm gonna play this, okay?
As a block of votes that stick together is in a strategic position. Either way you go, that's who gets it. You're in a position to determine who'll go to the White House and who'll stay in the doghouse. You're the one who has that power. You can keep Johnson in Washington, D.C., or you can send him back to his Texas cotton patch. You're the one who sent Kennedy to Washington. You're the one who put the present Democratic administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republicans. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you bash controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you, because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
Yes. Okay. Now, I think you get the point. That was said back in the 60s. And not only are the Black people who voted for this, or this hombre, a chump, but so are the rest of the American people. They are treating us like chumps. Because back then it was just the Black people that they were putting last. Now it's America that this bandito and this party is making last. We were America first for 4 years. We had that for 4 years. How do you like this bandito now, America, that you supposedly voted this bandito in? So Liz Cheney, she says she wanted to vote for impeachment. When Donald Trump says, go over there peacefully and see the outcome of this. And he didn't say riot, and he didn't say to do anything lawless. But you realize that at this last rally that they were touting, and this is not in my notes, but I'm putting it up there. This last rally they were touting, they had all of these undercover workers of the government there to disrupt it and to see if they can cause Trump supporters or people who were supporting that they treat these hostages that the government has without lawyers, without being defended, the hostages that they had, who they, and they won't show you the videos, all the videos, how they guided the patrons. And some of them went in there willingly, whether they were guided or not, into their, and they, in my opinion, they messed it up. Because if they would have just let the vote go, it would have been a 10-day challenge, and it might have turned out the same way, because Democrats are good at cheating. So it's good at, I mean, they've been doing this for a long time. When us as Black people, when they were saying, you have to go past the reading test, that wasn't Republicans, that was Democrats. When they stopped the, when Lincoln freed the slaves and they stopped the Reconstruction, cut a deal, and then took all the land that had been given to the poor Blacks at that time and in the South, that was Democrats. And unfortunately, it was a Republican rhino there who said, well, if I cut this deal, then hey, it'll go easy on me. And of course, we all like to have it go easy on us, right? Yeah, the rhinos especially. Okay. So, and then they invoked the Democrats invoked the Jim Crow laws, but they won't tell you that. They have you tear down all these statues of these Confederate soldiers, so you can't Google what side would this Confederate soldier on. They were on the Democrat side. And then once they did that, they forced the Black Republicans to, and some of the Blacks that were there, they forced them to vote them in, and then they kicked them out, the Black Republicans. And then we didn't get it back until like the 1930s, the ability to go back in and vote. But up until then, it was Democrats who were discriminating against us Black people as voters. President Woodrow Wilson, the most racist president we've ever had. When Dave Chappelle's grandfather went up there as one of the coalition of ministers, said, could you please put in some kind of law to stop us from being lynched? And Woodrow Wilson said, not interested. Woodrow Wilson, if you didn't know, is a Democrat, and was a Democrat before he took a dirt nap. But this bandito, this lying bandito, Biden says that Trump was the most racist president ever. Well, Biden, when he got in there in 1972, his best friends were the Dixiecrats. And if you know what a Dixiecrat is, go back and listen to Malcolm X. He'll tell you exactly who Dixiecrats are. And they are still here. They're wearing sheep clothing, but they are wolves. And you naive blacks, especially you females, they're so good at it, they pretend that they're your friends. I was told this story once. I'm going to tell it again tonight. I told the story before. I had a friend who, I think she's like bisexual. Hey, that's cool. You know, if that's your lifestyle, that's what you do. But she got with this, and her first lover had a good heart, all that kind of stuff. Then her first lover died, and then I guess, you know, this other one said, well, okay, now she's out of the way. Now I can step up to the plate. And so this Black Gemini lesbian, this was a Hispanic lesbian friend of mine that I wouldn't call her a friend, acquaintance that I knew. And we went to meetings together and stuff like that. And so I found out that she was eating her dog food. I said, oh, why? I said, why are you eating your dog food? He said, well, because I'm helping my lover pay her car insurance. So I said, okay. So I said, I ordered a pizza, and I said, got the pizza there, and I said, maybe you didn't grow up knowing what a real friend is, knowing what a real lover is. And I know, you know, you want to sacrifice for the family or sacrifice for whatever distortion you think a family is. But if your friendship, your loverhood depends on you eating dog food and them paying their car insurance, I say they should up their ass, get a job, pay their own car insurance, and treat you with respect as a friend. Well, needless to say, her lover didn't like that once she found out that Johnny bought her lover a pizza and fed her not dog food, but, well, pizza is kind of, maybe I should have bought something more healthy, like a salad and pizza, but, you know, what it is what it is. But I thought you could, for the conversation, I thought she could hear me better if her stomach wasn't growling over this dog food. I mean, I've never ate dog food, but I'm feeling that it's not as tasty as a pizza, whatever. So anyway, then this lover came at me vindictively because I was cutting into that $300 car insurance payment. Okay, so what I say is these politicians who are pretending to be your friend, and then behind your back, they are lying to you. Behind their back, they're trying to force you to get a vacation, and we're going to call it that. Yeah, we're going to use that word, vacation, because they want you to take the juice, right? So these banditos who want you to take the vacation, right? Why? How much money are they making off of you taking this vacation? And when I don't agree with Cardi B's music, I think she's like she's being used by the music company, the show Black American, how slutty Black women can be, and that's her thing. She wants to be a slut in her videos. It's America. You can do that, right? You can definitely do that. Okay, so, and that's what she's doing. It's America, you know. That's how she's going to make her money, being a slut and showing that to our younger girls. And tell me, show me your hands. How many white girls out there? Oh, we could probably say Britney Spears, maybe Madonna back in the day, but how many white girls out there showing just how much of a slut they can be to get into the music business, putting out videos and personal TikToks and like Lizzo and this Cardi B, right? And so even this Cardi B, who you know, is He's a very slutty person, and because, you know, show business, whatever. Maybe that's not what she is in her personal life. Maybe that is what she is. When she does this, and then she says, I just want to question. No, she said, oh, you know, hey, you know, wear your mask and all that kind of stuff, which I disagree with wearing masks and all that kind of stuff as well. Myself, because if you read it in the box, you see what it says, that this mask will not protect you from COVID-19. Well, it's not going to protect you from COVID-18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. It's just a covering that wearing for a long time. It's not going to really protect you from anything, because you're going to be breathing in your own carbon monoxide, but that takes me to another level. So she said, oh, just, you know, pray on it. She didn't say not to take it or to take it. She said, hey, pray on it, do your research. But the left says, don't do your research, do what we tell you to do, because we want to protect you. And anytime the left or any politician says that they know better than you, they want to tax you because they know better how to use your money than you. They're liars. And I know better how to use my money than these politicians will ever know. Liz Cheney's, Dick Cheney, her father, who got us into that war because we had a puppet as a president, Bush. So he would just work that puppet like he had his hands up that puppet's ass and working him. Yeah, I'm saying it. Bush wasn't a real president, he was a puppet. And Dick Cheney was trying to make money off of the military complex. So he said, okay, we know that these most of these people who ran the airplanes into the World Trade Building, they're over here. But we're going to pretend that they're in Afghanistan, just because I want to make some money, and the more weapons we build, I get a big check to raise my two daughters, right? More money in my pocket. And it doesn't matter if we kill a few American young people, maim a few American young people. It's all about Dick Cheney. And then we got this bandito, this knucklehead, who we had the plan to get out of Afghanistan, but because they wanted to do everything the opposite of President Trump, he said, well, let's take out the soldiers first, which a 5-year-old could have told you not to do that, but we're not dealing with the 5-year-old mentality. We're dealing with something that's, let's see, what kind of mentality can we give this bandito? Let's see, bugs are too smart. Bugs are smarter than this bandito. Ants are smarter than this bandito. Maybe a gnat. Yeah, has the brain of a gnat. Yeah, and I have to do more study. Maybe I'm giving a gnat a bad jacket by comparing a gnat with this Biden and Harris installment, but it is what it is. And if you love those guys, hey, this is America, you know. And if you disagree with them and you happen to be on that side, you know, and what I'm saying doesn't apply to you, don't put on the shoe. Yeah. Right. So and I know I went a little bit off of my subject. And then okay, I'm gonna get into it. So then you see all these thousands of Haitians, and believe me, somebody's paying for them to come back. A big caravan of 60,000 are coming back. You might have not heard this in the news. If you look at the left news all day, if you don't listen to both sides, you won't even know this. Yeah, but they're coming back. And the ICE guy did not have reins. He was kind of had these tools to keep people from being trampled and to keep control of that horse. And for these banditos to keep lying to you and say they were whipping them like they did slaves back in the day, They are, when the truth will do, a Democrat will lie, and a rhino Republican will lie too. And believe me, there's a rhino Republicans and Democrats that have their money in the pot of gold, and they're getting money to give you guys the vacation, to give you guys the juice. They're getting money. Believe me, you follow the money trail and it leads right into these rhino Republican pockets and these Democrats pockets. And they will continue to pretend that they love you and they just want to see the best for you. That's including this bandito here in Colorado, Michael B. Hancock, and Polis as well. They hate you. They want you to be the subject. And the ones that have started their businesses and they destroyed your businesses, where was Black Lives Matter to come in to fix your business or to give you a grant? Where were they? They were collecting money for the Democrat Party to put in their money in their pockets to make them richer. Because if you go up to their website and you click on donate, you'll see Act Blue. And Act Blue is a donation funnel for the Democrats. That's why you didn't see Black Lives Matters go into any of these communities and rebuild these businesses. No, you saw Antifa, which is another word for Klansmen. You saw Black Lives Matter go into these communities and destroy Black, white, all businesses that they could get their hands on in blue states. And how come the insurrections of all these banditos, criminals, how come you don't see them being prosecuted to the fullest of extent, denied legal defense? You just see them take a little picture of them, slap them on the hand, put them back out there so they can go ahead and continue to do what they were doing. Right. And so you got all these thousands of Haitians coming over. And yes, you see a different treatment of them, of course, because it's Democrats. They are Klansmen. They haven't changed. That's what they are. And they have fooled you Black people into believing, and I was there too. Man, I was fooled. I thought, hey, Democrats, they're for the man, they're for us. I was fooled too for many years. And then I took the red pill. And then I could no longer close my blind eyes to what was really happening. So, hey, I'm not, when they got the media on their side doing a certain narration, they're good at it. They have many practices. Oh, this is some history stuff I wanted to get to, like dead stars. We only have like 2 minutes, so let me get to that. And thank you. Do a thumbs up, share this, subscribe to our channel, and watch this on channel 56, Denver Comcast 56 as well. God bless you guys. Also, I want to let you know that, okay, we looked at some of the people that were top earners, millionaires after their death. Let's see, George Harrison was up there, several 25 million. Marilyn Monroe is up there, and you can look this up for yourself. Also, Prince is up there. He's I think he's number 8. Prince is number 8. John Lennon, he's up there. And then also Elvis Presley, one year, I guess he did like 60, what was it, 60 mil. But the number one dead star is what they used to call Jacko himself, Michael Jackson. I love his music. I don't know much about his personal life, but I love his music. And he's number one, getting into the $1 billion. And I think the only reason that he wasn't generating a lot of money while he was alive, because Michael liked to buy stuff. You go in the store, they close the whole store. I want that, I want that, I want Tito, should I get this? I want that, I want that. So anyway, I got a meeting to go to, another meeting to go tonight. God bless you guys. Hey, this is entertainment, and you can like it, don't like it, but hey, share it, subscribe, and we'll be back with you tomorrow night with another show here on Innervision FM